It was a night that promised revelations, but no one anticipated the storm that would unfold. As the cameras rolled for the latest installment of Sister Wives, One-on-One, viewers were prepared for candid discussions and emotional confessions. However, what transpired was a volcanic eruption of pent-up frustrations and unresolved issues. Kody Brown, the patriarch of the Brown family, sat across from host Suki Krishnan, his demeanor tense and his eyes betraying a simmering anger. Suki, known for her poised interviewing style, began with a straightforward question: "Kody, how do you feel about the current state of your family?" The question, seemingly innocuous, was the spark that ignited Kody's fury. His voice, usually measured, cracked with emotion as he launched into a tirade. The meltdown. "You want to know how I feel?" Kody snapped, his fists clenched. "I feel betrayed, misunderstood, and cornered. And it's all because of her." He pointed accusingly at a photograph of Robyn, his fourth wife. "She came into this family and turned everything upside down. She made me question everything I believed in." Suki, taken aback by the outburst, attempted to steer the conversation back on track. "Kody, we've discussed Robyn before. Let's focus on the family dynamics as a whole." But Kody was beyond reason. "No," he shouted, slamming his hand on the table. "You don't get it. This isn't just about Robyn. It's about how she manipulated everyone, how she turned my own children against me. And now, I'm left picking up the pieces." Tears welled up in his eyes as he continued, "I tried to be the good husband, the good father. But she made me feel like I was never enough." Suki's response. Suki, ever the professional, maintained her composure. "Kody, these are serious accusations. Have you spoken to Robyn about your feelings?" Kody's laughter was bitter. "Talk to her? She doesn't listen. She's too busy playing the victim, too busy convincing everyone that I'm the villain in this story." The interview room fell into a heavy silence, the weight of Kody's words hanging in the air. Behind closed doors. Off camera, the atmosphere was no less charged. Robyn, who had been watching the interview from a separate room, was reportedly devastated by Kody's public outburst. Sources close to the couple revealed that she had been trying to salvage their relationship, but Kody's increasing volatility had made it nearly impossible. Robyn has always been the peacemaker, a family insider shared. She's tried to keep the family together, but Kody's anger and resentment have created a chasm that's hard to bridge. The fallout. In the days following the interview, the Brown family's dynamics shifted dramatically. Kody's children, who had been distant but respectful, began to distance themselves further. "Dad has always been a rock," one of his sons confided, "but lately, he's been more like a ticking time bomb." Robyn, for her part, remained silent in public, but sources close to her indicated that she was heartbroken. "She never wanted this," a friend stated. "She just wanted a family, a sense of belonging. Now, she's left questioning everything." The road ahead. As the dust settles, the future of the Brown family remains uncertain. "This isn't just a family in crisis," a therapist who has worked with polygamous families remarked. "This is a family on the brink of unraveling." The coming weeks will be crucial. Will Kody and Robyn find a way to mend their fractured relationship? Or will this explosive meltdown be the final chapter in their tumultuous journey? Only time will tell. Wives, One-on-One was charged with anticipation, lights dimmed, cameras focused, and viewers around the world ready for what they thought would be another heartfelt, if painful, reunion-style interview. But no one, not even the producers, could have predicted what was about to unfold. When Kody Brown stormed onto the stage with clenched fists and a furrowed brow, the tension was palpable. He didn't greet the audience or smile at the camera. He barely acknowledged Suki Krishnan, the poised and always composed host who had spent years gracefully navigating the emotional chaos of the Brown family's unraveling. Act 1, the fuse is lit. "Let's just get to it," Kody growled, sitting down with a heavy thud. The cameras had barely started rolling. Suki, calm but visibly bracing herself, smiled gently. "Kody, how are you?" "Don't ask me how I am," he cut her off. "Because no one actually cares how I am. You're all here to dissect my failure. Like some kind of experiment gone wrong." There was a stunned silence. The production team exchanged wide-eyed glances. But Suki kept her composure. "Kody, this isn't about judgment. It's about reflection," she replied carefully. "Let's talk about what led us here." "The family has. Robyn led us here," he exploded. "She was supposed to be the glue. Instead, she became the wedge." Suki blinked. "You're blaming Robyn?" "Yes," Kody thundered. "She turned into someone I don't even recognize. And now, I'm the one the internet tears apart every day. I'm the monster. The manipulator. When all I did was try to hold this damn family together." Act 2, Flashbacks and Fury. Kody didn't stop there. He slammed the table with his open palm, causing a slight echo across the studio. "You want to know why Christine left? Why Janelle turned cold? Why Mary finally walked away? Look no further than the one sitting at the top of the pedestal." He pointed toward the offstage monitor showing a photo of Robyn, eyes soft, mouth slightly open in a still from a previous episode. "Robyn didn't ask to be idolized," Suki responded, choosing her words cautiously. "From the outside, it looked like you placed her above the other wives." "From the outside?" Kody snapped. "I did everything I could to treat them equally. I gave them homes, children, loyalty." "Loyalty?" Suki raised an eyebrow. That hit a nerve. Kody's face flushed a deep red. "What else do you people want from me? I sacrificed everything for these women. My time, my beliefs, my sanity. And now I'm sitting here being grilled like some criminal?" Act 3, The Crumbling Facade. As Kody unraveled, the cameras caught something else, a man not just angry, but hurt. Grieving. Exhausted. "You think this is what I wanted?" he said, voice cracking. "To end up alone in that big house with Robyn, pretending everything's fine while my kids don't call, and my name's trending for all the wrong reasons? I miss my family, Suki. I miss the life I thought we were building." The audience, behind the scenes, went silent. Even Suki seemed momentarily stunned by the raw vulnerability bleeding through the rage. "I begged Christine not to leave. I begged Janelle to give it one more shot. And what did I get? More distance. More resentment. More cold shoulders. And Robyn, God bless her, she just sat there crying, saying she was trying her best. But her best wasn't good enough." Act 4, Robyn Reacts. Unbeknownst to Kody, Robyn was watching a live feed from backstage. And she was breaking down. "He's not well," she whispered to a producer. This isn't him." But to many fans watching live across the globe, this was the real Kody, the one hidden beneath the carefully curated image of the polygamous dad trying to hold it all together. And it wasn't pretty. Robyn didn't come out. Producers tried to convince her, but she refused. "If I go out there, he'll explode even more. He needs space. He needs help." Act V, The Collapse. Suki finally paused the interview. "Kody, I think we should take a break." "No," he barked. "Let them hear it. Let America finally hear what it's like to be the man everyone walks away from." He turned directly to the camera. "To my kids, if you're watching, just know I loved you. I still do. But I can't keep chasing people who don't want to be caught." He stood, chest heaving. And to Robyn, "I don't know who you are anymore." That last line was too much, even for a reality TV veteran like Suki. She gently put her note cards down. "Do you regret polygamy, Kody?" she asked softly. Kody didn't answer right away. Then, with a bitter laugh, he looked up and said, "I regret thinking I was strong enough for it." And with that, he walked off the set, no dramatic music, no scripted exit. Just silence. Act 6, The Aftermath. The internet exploded within minutes. Hashtags like hashtag Kody Meltdown, hashtag Sisterwives Final Straw, and hashtag Justice for the Kids trended on X, formerly Twitter, and TikTok. Clips from the segment were reposted across platforms, with millions of views within hours. Former wives Christine and Janelle posted cryptic messages on Instagram. Christine simply read "Peace feels better than pretending," while Janelle shared a photo of herself hiking with the caption, "Some trails lead away from chaos." Meanwhile, Robyn remained silent. Fans debated endlessly in comments. Finally, the truth about Robyn and the favoritism. This is a man in crisis. He needs therapy, not cameras. Poor Suki. She handled that like a champ. Act 7, What Comes Next? Producers later confirmed that Sister Wives would return for one final season in late 2025, this time focusing on the individual paths of the wives and the children, rather than on Kody himself. TLC issued a statement saying, "We support all members of the Brown family and are working closely with them during this challenging time. Mental health resources have been made available to the cast and crew." As for Kody, sources say he's retreated to a remote location in Flagstaff, avoiding press and taking time to reflect. Whether he returns for the final season is unknown. But one thing is certain, the illusion of unity that held the Brown family together for over a decade has finally, publicly, shattered. The moment Kody stormed off set, the studio fell into a stunned hush. Crew members stopped in their tracks. Makeup artists clutched their brushes. Even veteran producers, who'd seen their fair share of drama during the show's 14-year run, were caught off guard. Suki sat motionless for several seconds. Then, without saying a word, she removed her mic and stood up. It was clear, this wasn't just a dramatic TV moment, it was real. "Cut the cameras," one producer muttered, rubbing his temples. But the footage was already in the cloud. Every word, every shout, every tear was recorded, and now, the team had to decide, do they air it? Or is this the moment the curtain closes on Sister Wives forever? Act 9, Robyn breaks her silence. Later that night, in an exclusive message shared with TLC execs, Robyn finally spoke. "I've stood by Kody for years, through pain, abandonment, and heartbreak. But I didn't sign up to be his scapegoat." Robyn's voice trembled in the recording. "I loved him. I still do. But something has changed. The man I married is angry, lost, and refusing to accept his own responsibility." Fans watching the special preview of her statement were floored. Robyn had always defended Kody, often to a fault. This was the first time she acknowledged what many viewers had suspected for years, that Kody's unraveling had more to do with his own choices than anyone else's. Act X, The Kids React. After the episode aired, several of Kody's older children took to social media. Some with sarcasm, others with sorrow. Gwendolyn, ever the firestarter, posted a TikTok stitching a clip of the meltdown. "Guess who's not coming to Christmas again?" Dawn, who had publicly clashed with Kody before, shared a live stream. "Now the world sees what we dealt with. We weren't being dramatic. We were surviving." Meanwhile, Aspen simply wrote, "Praying for peace for everyone involved." The divide was stark. On one side, Kody, isolated, furious, unraveling. On the other, a fractured family trying to heal, away from the spotlight. Act 11, The Therapy Offer. In the aftermath of the meltdown, TLC brought in professional counselors, not just for damage control, but for the well-being of the cast and crew. According to one insider, the network offered Kody a paid retreat, full therapy services, and a chance to film a redemption arc for the final season. "We wanted to give him a chance to reflect, reset, and maybe reconnect," the source said. Kody refused. He said he wasn't a project, the insider revealed. He believes the show betrayed him. That we edited him to look like the villain. He's done with us, and possibly done with reality TV for good. Act 12, Suki speaks out. For days after the incident, Suki stayed quiet. Then, during a guest appearance on The View, she finally opened up. I've interviewed world leaders, celebrities, and survivors of trauma. But what happened with Kody, that was different. That wasn't just a breakdown on camera. That was a man fighting demons we couldn't see. When asked if she felt threatened, Suki said, "No. But I felt heartbroken. Because I could see he was crumbling, and I didn't have the tools to help him." Act 13, Christine and Janelle, moving on. Christine, long beloved for her strength and independence, posted a family photo the day after the episode aired. Surrounded by kids and grandkids, she captioned it, "Healing looks like this. Loud, messy, joyful love. We're thriving." Janelle, more private but equally done with Kody's chaos, shared an image of a sunrise in Utah. New day. No regrets. Both women have moved on, and fans are rallying behind them. Sister Wives may have started as Kody's vision, but it's ending as Christine and Janelle's victory story. Act 14, the final season? Rumors swirl about the final season of Sister Wives premiering in late 2025. Tentatively titled Sister Wives, The End of the Line, it's expected to focus not on Kody, but on the ex-wives, the children, and their journey after polygamy. Early leaks suggest Robyn will appear in only one final confessional episode. Christine and Janelle will film together, traveling to reconnect with each of their adult kids. A special episode will feature a family reunion, with or without Kody. Act 15, Legacy or Cautionary Tale? What started in 2010 as a bold exploration of modern polygamy has evolved, some say devolved, into a raw portrait of fractured love, toxic control, and the cost of holding on too long. Kody once said, "Love should be multiplied, not divided." But as viewers have seen, when love isn't balanced, it doesn't multiply, it shatters. In the end, Kody's on-camera eruption may be remembered not just as reality TV's most chaotic moment, but as a heartbreaking climax to a once revolutionary experiment in family. Epilogue, June 4, 2025, the day the facade fell. On that June day, when Kody screamed at Suki, blamed Robyn, and stormed off the stage, it wasn't just a meltdown, it was a mirror. One that showed us how even the strongest seeming families can fracture under the weight of denial, favoritism, and pride. Whether you loved him, hated him, or pitted him, one thing is clear: Kody Brown's unraveling was the final crack in the Sister Wives legacy.